Before we go to the discussion, let me open up by saying this. No? Personal experience. We have a drug rehabilitation center in Bukidnon. It's in Northern Mindanao at ang sinaservice niya. They have a capacity to handle about 100 patients in a year. But for the rest of the year, pag tapos na yung 100, wala na silang ginagawa because wala nang budget for that. But there are 300 personnel manning that post. No? So meaning, a drug rehabilitation center can be established. Ang problema is ang pondo to accommodate the patients. If ever we do agree to establish more rehab centers, shouldn't the budget also follow the number of rehab centers to be built and the target number of patients to be catered in a year's time? Dapat ma-incorporate na yung budget niyan eh. Kasi otherwise, nagsusweldo tayo ng doktor, nurses, and other professionals for the whole year, but they only work for a few months because the budget to accommodate patients is only limited to a few months. Di ba? DOH?
Hello po, Mr. Chair. Actually, sir, for our DOH managed DATRCs, hindi pa po nila fully na re-receive yung sa full staffing po nila. Nagkaroon tayo ng revised staffing standards noong 2023 to increase the number of personnel to handle the DATRCs. However, due to the limited budget that we received from the DBM under the Mutual Personal Benefit Fund, we only have a limited number of staff. So, kulang po yung ratio natin. Technically, for the psychologists, yung mga case managers natin, at least 1:25 yung ating ratio. Pero for now, parang most of our DATRCs, less than half of the actual staffing pattern po, yung na-receive pa lang nila, sir. And yan po yung talagang parang annually nire-request namin. Though, ina-explain po ng DBM na pag nagkakaroon po kasi ng allocation with the PS under the MPBF po, yung Mutual Personal Benefit Fund, hati-hati po kasi doon. So, sa DOH po, ang maghahati-hati lahat ng level 1, level 2, level 3 hospitals, CHD, central office, and sa last, yung DATRC. So, hindi po talaga siya napaprioritize. We have that tranche na ang na-receive lang namin is 60 million paghahatian ng 23 DOH managed DATRCs. So, ang na-hire lang po nila for a year is 1 or 2 positions.
Dr. Libres?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As a rejoinder, it's not just the personnel, but also our maintenance and operating expenses. Usually, mas mababa po ang binibigay na maintenance and operating expenses, so we cannot fully utilize it to full capacity of the TRCs. We do continuously admit patients throughout the year. Our staff continuously provide services throughout the year. However, the challenge is with the TRC chiefs to source other funds aside from the ones that are in the General Appropriations Act. So, nanghihingi pa ho kami, naghahanap kami ng makukuhanan, masosource ng funds for our MOOE, which includes our salaries for our JOs po, no? And then we usually approach the DOH Central Office through our undersecretaries. We approach our local chief executives, provincial, and of course, our legislators po. So natutulungan naman kami, although it does become a challenge, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
But ang nasasayahan kasi ako, yung capacity niya to handle more sana. But then, due to budget constraints, hindi natin na ma-maximize yung use ng AAA center. And here we are, entertaining more bills to establish more centers like that, and which most likely will end up in a similar situation with the ones that we have. Diba? So yan ang dilemma ko eh. Of course, gusto natin i-address, no? Na pagbigyan natin ng places where persons who are affected with the drugs can go and seek help. Diba? But then, sayang din yung time, the money that's put in, the infrastructure that's put in, sayang eh, kung hindi siya maximum ang paggamit natin. Di ba?